Hello guys, welcome back to another video. Hope you're doing well. Today I'm going to show you these new best players to invest in and snipe right now on FIFA, so you can make a lot of money on Thursdays and on Wednesday tomorrow when these UEFA marquee matchups come out. So yeah, there are new UCL marquee matchups coming out tomorrow on Wednesday. Don't mean to say Thursday, but I'm going to show you the best players you can buy and to snipe, which are guaranteed to earn you a lot of money just before these come out. Also, if you're watching this after they've come out, it's completely fine. This works every single time before the UEFA marquee matchups come up. Usually on Mondays and Tuesdays, the best day to do this. So it's fine if you're watching this after. You probably carry on watching. This applies the same to every single week. But this the examples I'm going to show you today are specific examples for the UEFA marquee matchups for this week. Obviously, you can just use players that will be most likely in them for next week. So the first example is Junior Firpo. So only 79 rated. Obviously, the lowest rating, the better usually when you're sniping players like these. And it's only 79 rated, left back from Barcelona and Spain, but pretty good pace. And yes, that's not as important, obviously. This player can be very, very useful for the Barcelona versus PSG marquee matchup. So a lot of people will be using him. One of the only left backs you can use really for this thing, and he's incredibly cheap price. You can just pick a ton of him up. You can either try and snipe him or just mass bid on him for very cheap, or even just buy him for his normal price, because his price will rise a lot for tomorrow. And this applies to all the players. So if you're watching this in future weeks, it works every single week. Whatever the marquee matchups are going to be, just look at the big games of that week, find out what marquee matchups are going to be, or at least guess. Most of the time you'll probably get them right. It's quite easy. It's usually just the biggest game of the week, and then buy players like these, so lower rated players that are going for very cheap. So you can probably get him for about 1k. It looks like it's going to be his cheapest. You get a few there. It looks like he's coming up very often. I just searched it once for 3 came up. But that is the first player done. Now the next player is going to be Pablo Sarabia. I think that's how you say his name. 81 rated, a little bit higher. Not too much higher, but another Spanish PSG player. Going to be very useful in these UEFA marquee matchups as well. And because these are UCL marquee matchups, or UEFA marquee matchups, you will need at least one UCL card. So you could also pick up any of these cards, UCL cards, if you want to as well. That'll both be completely fine. That's a bonus if you manage to do that as well for the same price. Another one going for very cheap, you can see is the UCL one here, 1,900, a little bit expensive there. But you can see his normal card going for a very similar price of only 1,000. Obviously the higher rating they are, but the cheaper they are, the better, because they're more likely to be used in people's teams. But this one definitely will be pretty high rating, but a very low cost for how cheap he is. And you can see there's absolutely tons for 1,000. You can probably jot that down very low. 850. You can probably snipe him for only just below 8,000, quite a bit below that. 950, there's still an absolute ton. So anywhere below 900, sort of 800, is going to be making you a lot of profit. Even if you just pick these ones up for 950, it will guarantee to rise by at least a couple of hundred coins when the UCL marquee matchups come out, which is why this method is so good every single week to pick these players up before they come out. The next example is Rafinha. Now this one is another Spanish player. If I can find him. Here he is, 81 rated once again. Brazilian. I didn't mean to say Spanish. For some reason, something it was stuck in my head. Yeah, so Brazilian and from Leeds, obviously. This is from a different one. This is so slightly different. This, but they still work the same. Because obviously, not every single player is necessary. So I think I got the wrong card there. No, I didn't. That was him. I was wondering why he was there. But Leeds could be on the UEFA marquee matchups. That's not a definite though. So I wouldn't risk it with him. But he could also be a good one for the future weeks, obviously. There's things like that. But PSG versus Barcelona is almost guaranteed to be on there. I don't know why I put Rafinha in there. I don't really know what was going through my brain then. But ignore that. Ignore that happened. I'm going to go on to the next example. An even better player. Obviously. And it's going to be Paredes. I think that's how you say his name. Here he is. PSG. Argentina. I'm going to recover from that last mistake I made. I don't know what I was thinking. I was going back to the normal marquee matchups, not UEFA ones. But anyway, now back to UEFA marquee matchups. PSG, very, very cheap, 79 rated. Midfielder, obviously going to be used by a lot of people. So good. 79 rated is not too bad, and how cheap he is, that's perfectly good enough for any UEFA marquee matchups. They're not too hard to afford. And you can see there's a couple here for 800. You could literally just pick them up right now. I'm not going to do it right now because I don't really need to. I've already got a lot of these cards. I did earlier, yesterday. But this works on Tuesday. Just make sure you pick these up before Wednesday. And you have plenty of money Don't worry about how much you spend. You can see I have quite a lot of money, but don't worry about how much money you have. Whatever you spend, you will guarantee to make it back because you're going to earn a lot of profit on these cards. And the last example I will show in this video is Kera. Here he is, 77 rated, PSG and German. So you can see 77 rated, not the highest rating, but he's going for very cheap. You can mass bid a ton on him, or even try and snipe if you want to. You can see the bids were going as low as 650. There's so many of him in the market. You can see his buy now price is actually quite high for how low rated he is. So if you ignore that and then try and bid on him for 650, which I think was his bid, you can see if I search by any 650, you can see how much people have bid on him here. You can see how low you can get them. You can probably win a few of these. Just mass bid on absolutely a ton of them, and you're guaranteed to win at least a few. If you don't try out the other players are probably better. Personally, I think Pablo Sarabia, I think that's how you say his name, is the best player in this list. Junior Firpo, Breaded are the best free I have found. These work for every weekend, every week, Monday, Tuesday. Pick these players up, sell them on Wednesday for what teams you think are going to be the marquee matchups, and you are guaranteed to make a lot of profit. So thank you for watching. Subscribe if these tips are helpful and you want more FIFA 21 videos like these, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.